Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of A Chapter a Day Keeps the Doctor Away. My name is Alan, otherwise known as C-Suite, and I'm from ReverseThese.com as well as the Speakeasy Podcast. And this time, I'm looking at the 7 Deadly Sins, Chapter 71, What Lies in the Shadows, and it is available on Crunchyroll in their manga section. And, boy, Diane takes even more of a beating. I mean, she is tough, but man, why you gotta be so mean to my favorite girl in the series? But Gauther is not doing that much better. Apparently, it's not the immortal, invincible robot boy that we might have originally been led to believe. Because this chapter opens up with basically Dreyfus waking up out of his mind prison and being like, I see what you see what you're doing there, and you're much more injured than you appear in my little dream. Now that I'm out of your little mind prison, I'm totally gonna break you. And it seems that while Gauther is pretty much one foot in the grave, kind of like Diane, Dreyfus says that he has suffered a lot of injuries as well, but I don't see anything on him. So he's either injured inside his armor, or, he's basically got internal injuries. But, we don't see any of the classic, like, blood, from the face or the mouth or, dripping out of the armor. He seems pretty fine. But, so he either has internal injuries or he's lying and he's basically like, racked with guilt and, mental things. And that's why he's leaving. But either way, he basically removes himself from the battlefield and Guilt Thunder has to, escort him off. And so, for Team 7 Deadly Sins, it's not looking too well. Diane wasn't doing well before, and she ain't getting that much better. Gauther is actually much more injured than we thought, a lot more fragile than we thought. And it seems that, the only people who are left in decent fighting shape are Gilia and Hauser. And Hellbrand's like, hey guys, I'm still here. And I'm still better than both of you combined. So, say goodnight, Gracie. And then you name Gracie, so you can just say goodnight. And, Hauser is still like, alright, we can still toxic death plague. Basically he has chemical weapons, magic. Well, this blows. Not exactly how I wanted to die. And him and Gilly are like, oh man, are there still people around? Like, your brother's still here and there might still be other civilians. And Halbrand's like, I really do not care. In fact, you shouldn't really care that much either, because you're about to die. Horribly and slowly. But most importantly, horribly. Let's never forget the horribly. And they're pretty much toast, because, man, yeah, I did not realize that. It makes sense that Gauther is a little more fragile than, say someone like Ban or Melodus. But, man, yeah, he is gone. Or he's pretending to be gone. I'm not sure which, but, as it stands right now, he is not contributing much other than, preventing some amount of the street from getting dirty. And so Diane pops up and is like, I'm not going to let anybody die, and stops his poison attack. And House is like, Diane, Gauther is bad, and he still looks better than you. He's not moving. I cannot talk to him because he is out like a light. And he still looks 100 times better than you. Stay down. Let us deal with this. I mean, we're not doing deal with it well, but no, stop. And Hellbrand's like, yes, stop, because I'm going to just icicle you. Here, gigantic icicle, alright. Obviously, you have, like, some regen or berserker thing going on, so I'm just going to murderate you. Just entirely. I'm going to make you a pincushion, and then I'll get back to these guys. Cool. And Gilly is pissed because, God damn it, she did my brother again. Ah! If she dies, I'm going to feel super bad. And House is like, no, the girl I obviously have a crush on. Also, the only reason we're still alive, the minute she's gone, Hellbrand's going to kill us. So it's, partially affectionate and partially, cause we're all going to die. So, I'm, for many reasons, not wanting this to happen. There's a lot of levels. And we see that King comes in with the last minute rescue, because, god damn it, the minute you talk about Diane, you better come in and rescue. So, I'm pretty sure that's Diane's last, stand up, fight. So we've got King versus Hellbrand with the help of Gilia and Hauser. Now that sounds like a fight they could win. I was a little like, with the previous matchups, but now that Gil Thunder and Dreyfus are off the field, I feel like the three of them, King is definitely not, if this was One Piece, he's more the Usopp of the Seven Deadly Sins than, say, the Sanji like Ban. So, definitely having some backup from Hauser and Gilia makes this much more of a fair fight. And at least Hauser and Gilia were able to scratch Hellbrand. I mean, they didn't do a lot of damage on him, but at least, they were, unlike Gil Thunder, who's like, those are some nice powers you got there, for people warning me, but impressive. I mean, I'm going to mutilate you guys, but anybody else would probably have a real hard time with those. And Dreyfus was like, I'm not even going to give you that much. I mean, Gil Thunder got out of the way. I didn't even have to get out of the way, so yeah. So, but at least Hellbrand was like, coughing a little bit and was like, good, I have a crazy amount of damage reduction. And, those were all elemental attacks. And not just, but at least, you didn't get zero. It wasn't dodge or, basically miss or, zero damage. They did some amount of damage, so they can definitely do something in this fight. And then I guess it's going to be just King teleporting out everybody here, like basically Gilia, brother, what is left of Gauther, and Diane, so they can get medical attention, or, magical attention, and, Hauser being like, yeah, you're just gonna have to assume Ban and Melodis, go, go, go! You basically have to take on everybody, but, you're the Zoro, or Sanji, and Luffy of this group, so, you have a decent chance, but, yeah, I'm pretty sure these guys are out of the fight as it is once they at least get Hellbrand to retreat. I am really curious, and I'm sure we're not going to see it till this fight is over. I'm really curious what Arthur and them are doing, because I don't think they're going to get involved with this fight. I think this fight is basically going to be them fleeing with King. So, I'm guessing then he's going to get involved with Ban and or Melodis. That makes sense. But, yeah. I mean, obviously, Meliodas and Ban are eventually going to find, you know, our good old captured princess, if not one, maybe both of them, and, eventually run into some other high-ranking holy knights. But, yeah, I don't know what's going on with Arthur. I'm really kind of curious how that's going to go down. But, that's all for probably not another few chapters. So still, maybe they'll cut to some of that. But until then, you know, why you gotta pick on Diane? She's so cool. And like, she's actually a capable female character. Stop beating her up all the time. Let her be capable. Your pal. But if anything, Gauther did, Gauther only had to take on one guy and he got his ass whipped. So, I guess you gotta give Diane that much. She took on 3 holy knights. Um, you know, Gauther got taken down by Dreyfus alone. So, but good times, fun times. All right, I will see you guys later.